Okay.
All right. Hi, everybody. It's Courtney here with the Show Life of Courtney, and it's 2020. I'm super excited to start a new series on my blog called Screenshot Chronicles. So, how this works is I'm going to give my guests. Here are my guests. We have
Kenneth
and
Brandy.
Kenneth and Brandy. I'm going to give them my phone. They're going to go through my screenshots, and we're going to have conversations about whatever they find. So this should be fun. Hopefully we get into some deep conversation, and I'm going to go ahead and give them the phone. This is take 2 of the video because we started this, but I live in D.C., and for those of you who don't know, the police and the ambulance run 24/7. So in the first video, you couldn't even hear us talking because all you heard was police.
It's worse than Baton Rouge.
It really is.
And that says a lot.
So, let's get started.
Shout out to Baton Rouge.
Right.
New Orleans.
Here is my phone. Go through the screenshots and make sure y'all project your voice so that everyone can hear. We got some snacks.
Quote of the week. Don't feel bad for making decisions that upset other people. You're not responsible for their happiness.
Wow.
You're responsible for yours.
Wow.
Man.
I don't know what to say because I still feel bad.
Man, people say that, but as soon as you, I don't know. Sometimes I feel bad.
I feel like it's natural to feel bad, but it goes back to like facing fears. Like you still gotta choose you. Feel bad for that second. And you gonna get over it.
Ain't choosing you like selfish though?
To a certain, like you have to be selfish. You have to love because the world isn't nice. So if you constantly putting the world and putting other people above yourself, then you're gonna like eventually like hurt yourself. So I feel like to a certain extent you have to be a little selfish because who else gonna love you like you? Who else gonna put you first like you? No.
That's something I'm definitely still working on. I'm definitely not there yet.
Keep this out. Thank you, Jesus, for guiding me out of darkness.
Oh.
Hallelujah.
All right. So here we go. Well,
Wait, first, when do you feel like was your darkest moments in life?
Well, recently I was sick with pancreatitis and I was in the hospital. I couldn't work. So it was a lot. So just going through that process and I was like in and out, and then eventually getting better and now being back at work. Like I appreciate so much.
I don't know. I think I might be my darkest moment right now. You know, that's the thing. Like when you're in a dark moment, you don't really know dark. How do we define darkness?
I knew mine was the darkest moment.
Yeah.
I feel like I knew it when I was in my darkest moment.
I definitely knew.
I feel like I might try to like act like I didn't know that I was in my moment,
Yeah.
but like deep down, I knew it was my
I know.
darkest moment.
So you might not be in yours because I definitely knew.
Or he could be fighting it.
Mm-hmm. We'll move on. Never be a prisoner of your past. Woo! It was just a lesson, not a life sentence, man.
Right, the truck driver.
The truck driver.
You brought that up. Well, y'all.
He always
You gotta share. We don't know nothing about no truck driver.
Well, my ex-husband was a truck driver.
Oh.
Exactly. So he'll always make comments like, oh, I guess you don't like that because I'm not a truck driver.
You gotta be
So I'm saying you can't hold that against me.
Oh,
My past marriage, you do.
I don't hold no truck driver against you.
Then why you always making jokes about it?
Listen, bro, you should be getting mad because I don't be knowing exactly where to go. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you know, I don't be having like the insight. You know?
What? Wait. So do you feel like she's...
Shout out to all truck drivers, bro. My friend brother drive for Old Dominion. Hold it down,
My
man.
dad is a truck driver. Shout out to Ronnie Rogers. Love your dad.
Shout out to all the employed truck drivers. You know what I mean?
Do you feel like her marriage is holding her prison? Like,
Let me tell you, I don't even Brandy know this. I don't even consider Brandy ever being married.
I don't even respect it.
It's not. Listen, no disrespect to nobody. I don't even know homie. I just don't consider her being married. That was like a.
Okay, so how does this?
That was like the first house you buy out of college. Sometimes you just do some shit. You know what I'm saying? Like you pay it off, and you go buy a real one.
Okay, so how does this quote relate to you?
Oh. And so for me, you know, I mean, you know, sometimes you know, your past make you have shame. You know, and so you don't really forgive yourself, and so you continue the same ways because shame make you believe you can't be a new person. And so for me, like never being a prisoner of your past is like saying fuck how I was yesterday. You know what I'm saying? That was yesterday. It's a new day. So it'd be like, man, kid, well yesterday, well fuck yesterday. And people tell you, oh, you just can't do that. Now fuck them. In general, every day, every hour, every minute, whenever you decide to change, you can do it. And your past, right, that being a prisoner of your past trying to tell you that you can't because you got to deal with the shit from yesterday. But to me, where I'm at in my life right now, I can look at everybody from today and look at everybody from yesterday and say, all right, that's the way I was yesterday. You're right. I'm not like that today. And they can tell me all the reasons why I am. I don't give a fuck. Because honestly, like, I ain't going to be a prisoner of my past. That's my 2020.
You know, I think I agree with everything you just said. I think it's also important to note, though, like, change requires, like, time. Like, that don't just happen overnight. So, to say you're not a prisoner of your past doesn't mean, like, you'll have moments. You won't have moments where you kind of have to, like, snap yourself out of it. So, I hate when people try to, like, paint the picture that change is just something you can do right then and there. Like, it's a process.
Because there's still be stuff you have to deal with from the past.
Right.
It's still like, I got to address this, I have to address this, I have to address this.
So how do you deal with stuff from the past without becoming a prisoner to it?
I almost feel like I need a personal assistant.
Personal assistant?
Yeah, I almost at this point just want to pay somebody, like, just handle all the business, come up with the plan, tell what I need to do, and just give me a price. That's
So
almost where I am at the point.
In my
Like, I
opinion,
don't even
right?
deal with it.
Like how you not become a prisoner of the past? You just embrace the past. See, I think sometimes we like to try to make new excuses for the past. You know, like I got a lot of shit in my past. And so in general, you gotta just embrace what it is. I mean, less about to get you put in jail. You know what I'm saying?
Embrace it, but also learn from it.
And you know what? Honestly, sometimes
and understand
maybe you didn't learn from it. I'm serious. Like,
you gotta understand it, or it'll keep being like the same process.
I think understanding and learning from it two different things.
If you comprehend, then you should be able to learn.
I ain't gonna lie. Sometimes then you gotta just put that shit where it's at. You know what? Like at the end of the day, I don't get why I did that. I don't get why I was living like that. I still don't get it right now. But guess what? That was a cycle and put that shit where it's at. And then
so
maybe
that's
later in
learning
life.
from it. That's saying, okay, I'm not gonna do it again.
Bullshit. I'm not gonna be with the bullshit.
All right, well, I mean.
Okay,
but guess what? You might. I think another thing is too with the past. You might fuck around and do the same shit again.
Yeah. You might, and you gotta be able to forgive yourself.
Yup, just be like, fuck it, I did it again. So it's almost like you say, you know what? If you a chick or you a nigga, and you say you're not gonna fuck them more, and you say you're gonna fuck them, and you gonna practice abstinence. Look, on day 3, you fuck. On day 4,
why did we get to
fucking get back to happiness?
Are you trying to practice abstinence?
Oh shit, that's deep. You gonna get that on camera?
I'm wondering.
Let's go back to the screen. What we at?
Let's go back. Let's get back focused.
I need me a tablet to write out my questions I need to ask. That's
so you need pen and paper. I need to get you some pen and paper.
What kind of blog is this? Hold on, let me get a pen and paper.
That's number 1 on the list.
Here we go. You are bigger than what is making you anxious.
Oh wow.
Oh no, my Xanax don't tell me that. My Xanax tell me that shit is bigger.
Mm-hmm. I've been dealing with anxiety really bad since I moved to DC, and so I screenshotted that just because anxiety it's something.
Oh yeah,
it's something, and I don't even know what else to say. It's something, but to say that it's bigger, what is the thing? It's bigger
than what's making you anxious. You are bigger than what is making you anxious.
It don't always feel that way. What happened to the screen?
Is it like time now?
No, I think we still on camera. It's not showing us.
I know. But can I
I'm gonna keep going, man.
Oh, there we go.
There we go.
So I could only the thing that give me the most anxiety is when I have to like do like my clusters, which is like my class for my teachers, but I'm being observed by my principal. So that makes me so anxious. But then when I do, it'd be like, oh, you did great. I'm like, okay. So that right there, just because I'm trying to grow in my profession, I'm always like worried about when I'm being observed.
You know what made me anxious? Not having a wife. You know, I never really realized how like settled having a wife and shit make you as a man. But not having a wife make me anxious, you know? It made me feel like there's always some shit I'm supposed to be doing. I'm so fucking serious.
I feel that.
It's like I feel like I got some shit I'm supposed to be doing. Like I just got some unfinished shit. Like every day of my life, I feel like I'm supposed to be picking a wife. You know what I'm saying? Like, and then it's like, well, just be alone. It's like, honestly, I don't want to get all deep on the block like that.
No, get deep. I like where it's going because I got so many questions.
This way about to be.
Go ahead.
No, for real. Like, I mean, like some shit you want to be doing, especially as a man with kids.
Wait, chew your popcorn.
I'm getting nervous. I don't know where this shit's going.
Chew your popcorn. Maybe we should have left the snack.
That's how when it's my turn, I'm just like.
Let's move on.
Oh, so you moving on?
No.
Like we forgot.
No. Here
You
we
wrong
go.
for that. No, how you just gonna move on?
I said it. That's what you mean as I.
So I have questions. Can I ask some questions about that?
I got tea.
So
Am I supposed to drink the tea with this hand so the thing can show what's right there?
I don't think
commercial? Am I doing a commercial right here? Blah.
Go ahead, do your commercial.
But I don't even think you can
Herbal tea right here in DC.
It's the best.
It's the best. We have a lot of it in the
I love
house.
the tea.
We have a lot of tea in the house, people.
I love the tea in DC. That was the best part of DC.
Yes. Go ahead, Corey. I got all the answers. I'm gonna answer for real. So you ask whatever you want.
Is this tea infused?
So you said not having a wife makes you anxious because you always feel like you have something to do.
Mm-hmm.
So that just makes me wonder, what were you doing when she was present?
Woo! Woo!
That's a great one.
That's an ongoing litigation. You know, this is the thing though.
For real.
No, for real.
No, serious, because I feel
I didn't
appreciate.
I didn't appreciate it. I mean, it's really and truly. First of all, I never really thought marriage was temporary where it could end. You know what I'm saying? Like my parents were married actually 44 years today. You know what I mean? Shout out to my parents. 44 years today. They pissed off because my kids with them because I'm out here. But anyway.
Oh.
Right? And so, I mean, I look at it like, I never really thought marriage was temporary. So, you always feel like, you can fix that shit later or something, do this later. So I always feel like, as a man, you had to go make money. You had to pay the bills. You couldn't beat your wife. You know what I mean? You can't just be like, you shouldn't be like cheating on and shit like that. But I feel like that was really the only rules, right? You know what I mean? You can't be verbally abusive. You know what I mean? Like, I really just learned what you can't fucking do. Like, nobody ever told me what you're supposed to do. Ooh, that was deep.
Oh, that was deep.
Ooh, shit. That was
so deep.
It be a chill.
I was just talking today
about a poem.
I was just talking today about the lack of mentoring
what I can't do.
with.
Supposed to do. I'm sorry.
No, I was letting you finish.
I'm done.
Just like the lack of mentoring or the lack of people going into marriage actually understanding how it's supposed to be or what is a good marriage supposed to look like. We don't have that a lot in the Black community.
Nope. Let me tell you, I think it's all. I think all communities. Now, obviously, as the Black community, we got a separate, you know what I mean, intricate part of everything. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to jobs, everybody like not advanced as they should be, and then we back a little behind on everything. But I just think more so, man, even when you talk about examples, man, of like men, like for the last, I say 2 years really, even before me and my wife separated, I really looked for a mentor. You know what I mean? Like I really knew I needed like a black male mentor because I really knew I was inadequate of really handling all the things that was coming at me. You know what I'm saying? When you look at it, like for my father, he was a working black man. You know what I'm saying? Worked hard. You know what I mean? Like, just did what black men do. You get a job for 20-some years. You work hard. You get to where you're supposed to be. Obviously, those black men raised a generation of some black men, right, who still had those values. But at the end of the day, we really didn't have examples of what to do. You know what I mean? Like, because our daddies, that's what they done. And so we had examples of like what they do as far as taking care of the family. But then besides that,
well, she's saying there's a lack of mentors, there's a lack of people to teach people.
It's a lack of men. It's a lack of black men. Like so it's almost like the ones who probably could mentor, they ain't got time. I mean, it's almost like they ain't even got time because honestly, they probably fucked up once or twice. Well, let's take it from me. Like, I mean, I take care. Like, I got a baby mom. I gotta, you know what I mean? Like, I gotta make sure she's straight. You know what I mean? I gotta make sure my ex-wife's straight. Right? Obviously, I want married again. I ain't got time to mentor no black man. I gotta go to work.
That's real. That's real.
I mean, so I could give you a couple pointers like, hey, do this, do that. I ain't got time. And so even when I look for other black men, like, man, most black men don't even take care of their kids out here. Like, so, I mean, how you gonna mentor me, man? You can't mentor me on the wife, you don't take care of your kids. Oh, I mean, that's a whole nother subject. I'm just saying, like.
I guess I never thought about it from that point.
Yeah.
Hey, so any black male mentors out there, I'm looking. Barack, I feel like you'll be a good one for me. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to my dog.
If you look at
right. No, you need to get some people in your community, like people just that you meet. It's like it's a process. But one thing that I can say, like when it comes to black women, like they're doing a lot.
They are
in the community.
That was the point that I was about to say. I was gonna go back to the marriage stuff. Black women do a lot in marriage.
Oh
too.
Yeah, they do. But even I'm thinking about the
a whole lot that white women don't do in marriage.
Trust me, I know.
What they do? I mean, I'm not saying they not.
Why you think I started coming up with this escape plan? Like just taking care of our house, like making sure everybody eats every day. Make sure everybody's clothes are washed. Make sure this person know how to go get here. Make sure this person go do this. Like just keeping that organized.
Building up men.
And then going to a professional job, being a leader there, doing that with grace and style. Coming home dealing with that.
The respect for
We're baking cookies, so I'm gonna go check on those.
A lot of black women bowing out on that, so they saying they doing it, but then they quitting on it.
Right, because then they realize and be like, this man full of shit.
Yeah, I feel that. That is what's happening. Like they don't get no credit like oh man, I don't know.
No, but what I was saying about black but the point I'm making about black women as far as it goes to the mentoring thing. When it comes to the mentoring thing in the community, black women are doing the damn thing. Yeah, I think black women is definitely the most. If I was betting my money, if I was a gambler on any sex and race right now, I put my money on black women. I definitely would. Like, but I do think the world. I mean, I don't know if I want to go here. I do think the world has almost, in some ways, I don't want to use the word trick. I don't really know what word to use. Let me think about my limited, uneducated vocabulary. I think the world, in some kind of way, empowered the black woman to the point where the black woman has forgotten the place of the black man. And so, I'm just saying, hold up. So I do think, in some ways, though, right? Like, well, I definitely think, what black women are doing is needed. If they wasn't doing it, who would be doing it? But also,
exactly. So you saying we forgot the place of the man?
But also,
we didn't have to step up because of the lack.
Right, and I'm tired. When I get tired of my job, I'm tired.
The lack of black men doing what they need to do. Like we can't attribute the lack of something to a black man and not attribute it somewhat to a black woman. Just like we can't attribute any stripe that the black woman has in some partial way to the black man. Like the fact that they act like we not in sync together with this, to me is crazy because every black man was birthed from a black woman.
So you're saying we don't have quality mothers?
Oh no, that's not what I'm saying. What
we
I'm saying is
we don't have quality mothers. I agree with that.
Shouts out to Emma. Emma was a quality mom.
No, we talking about the new generation.
I don't believe it's a lack of quality.
You talking about your mother from 40 years ago.
It's the same lack of leadership. When the head is not in his place, the body will fall.
Okay, so
that's the man.
But now we got the world trying to say it's the woman.
But the man failed, so they're everybody confused because the head failed. You just said
I don't think
if the head falls, then everything else is confused, right? Why the fuck you failed? I'm confused.
I don't think the world is
you gonna look at me like I'm crazy.
I don't think the world is saying.
Like, why you on the ground?
I don't think the world is saying that the woman should be in that place. I think right now women have just had to get into that place because there was a lack of leadership from men. I think we go there because we don't have the leadership elsewhere. If that makes sense.
Yeah, I think on the big scale, it's definitely true. But I think on some smaller scales, I don't believe that.
What do you mean smaller scales?
Well,
I think the big picture is what truly matters in my eye.
I think the bigger picture is the white man. We
would
never been slaves. We would have had this slave mentality.
Oh my God!
We wouldn't be going through all this. Like, this shit deeper than that. This hood mentality, this lack of leadership, that shit goes deeper than that.
All right, cool. Look,
I ain't gonna lie.
I'm saying. For the sake of this conversation.
So how do we fix it?
For the sake of this conversation, I'm gonna just leave mine in New Orleans. You know, because that's
what?
She said slaves. I'm gonna just stop right there in New Orleans. Wherever New Orleans, that's where I'm from. So I'm gonna stop it right there. And so I'm saying, how we fix it?
What about the person in Ireland that lives?
Look, I don't know about Ireland. Look, y'all gotta attribute this to yourself. Look, I'm from New Orleans, West Bank, Morero, specifically, 100%. That's what I gotta attribute this to.
Okay, so
you know what I mean? And so how we fix this, though?
Just find us a screenshot, another one.
All right, yeah, we about to go to another screenshot.
Because I'm lost.
Yeah, I don't get when that lasts. How long have we been on? Do y'all want to spend the last 8 minutes? Do y'all have any screenshots on your phone that you would like to discuss?
You want to do pictures of my phone and talk about it? Y'all want to play that game?
No.
Come on, I'll play the game.
No.
That shit be dangerous.
No, I don't even want to see.
Cool, you want to do the screenshot on the phone we talking about?
Huh?
I gotta.
If you have something that you want to talk about.
Oh, my screenshots are nasty.
We can't talk about. We have to keep it PG-13.
Oh, this is a boring blog. Talk about sex.
I got all kinds of shit. My screenshot.
Let me see. I got 50 screenshots.
Oh, I got hundreds and hundreds.
Oh my God, I got a good screenshot.
All mine works.
Go ahead.
They all ratchet.
Okay, so while they're looking, if you have enjoyed this video this far, make sure you click the subscribe button so you can get updates for when we post more videos. Oh my gosh. We are not talking about that.
Oh.
We have to keep it G-rated.
Why? Kids watch this.